Welcome to the Circle Grace One. I'm your host, Chief Principal Teacher and Founder, Bishop Francis E. Revels-Bey. The Circle Grace One was founded on July 2nd, 1999 AD, under the aegis and the anointing of the Angel of Grace through divine providence. It gave birth to his very own spiritual and metaphysical institute called the Circle of Divine Grace and Remembrance on February the 7th, 2009. Now, both of these come under the aegis and the anointing of the Angel of Grace through divine providence, and I'm the host, Chief Principal Teacher, and founder of both, Bishop Francis E. Revels-Bey. Well, welcome to the Francis Revels-Bey Show here at Spreaker.com, and I'm back again with episode number 2. It is approximately 12:38 a.m. Mountain Standard Time out here in beautiful Albuquerque, New Mexico, on February the 28th, 2013. Well, as I had mentioned before in my introductory program, done about a half hour ago or so, that I was going to present some topics and modalities that people can utilize just about every day, whether it's numerology, dream analysis, color, auras, crystals. I'm going to talk about a whole lot of things. And for this particular short segment episode, I'm going to talk about meditation. Well, meditation is the act of finding your center of being, like where you are in the presence of all that ever was, is, and evermore shall be. Meditation has been used for thousands and 10,000s of years to not only just find your center of being, but to remind you how you are connected, how deeply you are connected in the heart of the God-Goddess energy of the universe, the Divine Mother, Divine Father presence known as the I Am experience, the I Am presence, the Great I Am. And so meditation done every day is a great way to solidify that connection and to root your chi that flows within you, your personal chi, unite that with the universal cosmic chi running throughout the universe, and allow that to flush out any toxic matter that's in your system, help rebalance you. It rebalances the blood pressure in your system, your immune system. By utilizing meditation, it's a great way to feel very grounded and very centered within your own beingness. And so what I want to do is just give you a little basic exercise that you can use any time of the day, whether it's morning when you first get up, or maybe you take a break at work, at your workstation or your desk in your office, or if you're in an office, you can maybe close the door and just sit back and meditate, or go outdoors if you can. It's a great way to connect yourself with nature through the bridge of meditation. And there's so many different kinds. There's silent meditation, there's guided meditation journeys, there's meditation with sound, color, numbers, deep breathing itself, chanting. There's so many different ways that you could connect with the higher power through yourself by utilizing this wonderful technology, this wonderful personal transformational tool known as meditation. So one of the things you want to do right now is place your tongue to the roof of your mouth, just behind your 2 front teeth. And as you do this, you are allowing yourself to gather the chi into the saliva and let it spread throughout your system. Now, the chi in your body flows in the area known as the fascia. The fascia is a part of that fiber that's right at the base of your epidermis as it touches the muscle area. And this is where we call the stream or the river of chi is in the body. And from this point, the chi can also saturate the muscles, the nerves, the blood vessels, and get down and saturate the external part of the bone and seep right down into the bone marrow. So this is a great way to be aware of how the chi is working through your body and how you're able to connect with it. Now, another thing you might want to be aware of is when you're breathing deeply, you're able to gather more energy, more oxygen into your lungs and expel more of the static energy out of your lungs. So you can simply test that when you put the tongue to the roof of your mouth to establish the conceptual and governing channels, one going up the back and coming over the center, up the back, over the spine, and coming down and resting in what they call the lower dantian. And this area is about 3 finger widths beneath your navel. This is where the seat of the second chakra is in your body, and it allows you to connect this circuitry of chi, of this energy, this intrinsic energy that's constantly and consistently moving throughout your whole body. And it's not just moving up and over the spine, it's also traveling out diagonally, and it's covering all the zones. It's parallel to the earth. It's just doing a whole series of things, not just one thing. And as you do this, you allow yourself to inhale through the nose and release the breath through the mouth without pausing in between. And usually your intake or inhalation is roughly 4 to 4.5 seconds. And if you're not pausing, you exhale to about 4 to 4.5 seconds, each second counting as a beat. So you have a rhythmic cadence in which to follow. Now you can also inhale to the count of 6 and release the breath through 8. You can do that as well. But this is not designed to put any stress on your lungs right now if you're really very much a beginner in meditation. So you basically want to take your time. And as you're inhaling through the nose and then exhaling through the mouth, this allows you to kick out that extra toxic energy that's trapped in the upper part of the lungs and the nasal passage and your throat, and just releasing it, you see. And as you do this, I want you to go further in this way of breathing by then shifting all of your awareness so that you inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. And if you keep that going like that, and the count is basically 1, 2, 3, 4, and release 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that count is basically pretty close to 1 second per count. And you could slow it down even more if you like, but you will find the zone that is just right for yourself. And that's the whole idea, to find the zone of breathing that is most comfortable for yourself. Now as you do this, I want you to relax. Let your shoulders kind of slide down and rest. Let your hands be on the palm down in your lap or in your thighs, or palm off if you like. Keep your feet about shoulder width apart, flat on the floor. If you got shoes on or sneakers on or sandals, it doesn't matter. I just want you to relax and allow yourself to sit up as if you're pushing the head up, straightening out your neck just enough. Now, as you know, the spine has a slight curvature in it already, so you're not going to let yourself go beyond that, but you're just going to allow yourself to relax. And as you begin to breathe in fully through the nose and release through the nose the breath, your tongue is still to the roof of your mouth. So I want you to just consciously be aware of that, following with your awareness of the breath coming into the nose, going down into the lungs, and then releasing the breath, so it's just coming up and out. And every time you're inhaling, you're drawing in more energy, more chi out of the air. And every time you're releasing it, that chi is expanding itself through your body. And this is an awareness of sensitivity at the same time. And you're allowing that to take place and feel the presence of that, of what it feels like to you. Scan the outside of your body with the awareness of your mental energy, and let that mental energy begin to blend with the emotional energy. And as it blends with the emotional energy, you begin to relax even further, almost taking your thoughts away from the head and the face and just going past the physical, deeply down into the spiritual vessel inside of you. And all I want you to do right now, this is basically like a part one, so I want you just to relax and let this energy come through your chi. And I just want you to feel the energy flow from the top of your head down on and through the body, and coming through the neck and the upper part of your chest, and then the solar plexus, the navel, the rib cage, your back, your arms, your hands, your fingers, your wrists, legs, pelvis. Just relax. Just relax. And as you do that and allow yourself to relax, just feel the presence of the energy, the spiritual light force that's outside of you as well as inside of you. Now I'm going to give you that much to work with right now, but just relax yourself, don't rush through it. And when you're ready, allow yourself to come back to the presence of your physical self. But just relax your mind, relax your body. Well, this is Bishop Francis E. Revels-Bey, and I'm the founder of the Circle of Grace One, and this is the Francis Revels-Bey Show. You might want to call it the Circle of Grace One Show here at Spreaker.com, and this is episode number 2. We'll be back another time. We're going to try to have more of a regular schedule, so I may come through in the morning, as well as in the afternoon, as well as in the evening. But we're going to take our time, and we're going to share these episodes with you so you get plenty of information. Now, if you'd like to be in touch with me, you can always simply email me at iam.circleofgrace with the number 1 at the end at yahoo.com. You can always send me an email, iam.circleofgrace1 at yahoo.com. If you have any questions, I can simply answer your questions. Now, if you're on Facebook, so am I. You can look me up as Circle of Grace with the number 1 at the end, or Francis E. Revels-Bey, or Francis Revels-Bey, or Bishop Francis Revels-Bey. You'll find me right there on Facebook. Well, until next time, remember that divine grace is a blessing. As we are alive and well in the age of remembrance, thank you for tuning in. I love you. God bless you. See you next time.